Look at this piece of hair right here. Being all woppy. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about this face covering bylaw. In my area, in the Niagara region, Ontario, Canada, it has been made mandatory as of this Friday to make face coverings mandatory in all indoor public places. I say face covering because it's literally a covering. It can be a mask, a scarf, a piece of fabric, a shield, whatever, as long as it's covering your face. And by covering your face, I mean your nose and your mouth properly. And it actually says properly, so we'll see how they enforce that. Because I don't think it's just where I am, but people, they do not wear them fitting properly as it is. They wear them with gaping holes and yeah, just gaps, not fitting properly secured airtight to their face, which it should be. For a microscopic virus, it should be. Now, I'm not going to talk about how I feel about masks in general, or face coverings in general, because I've already done that one in my other videos, and I just don't want to waste the time on that again. So if you want to check that out to catch up, if not, you're here. So, yeah, as of this Friday, it'll be mandatory in all indoor public spaces to wear a mask. Face covering, sorry. I don't know why, because unless they're going to reteach everyone how to wear one, how to take them on, take them off, you know, whatever. So I went shopping today with my mom and my son, whom I live with, because of disability reasons, but anyway. I stayed in the car with my kid because he was sleeping, and I didn't want to wake him up just to go into a store. So my mom went into the store, and I stayed in the car with him. So when I was watching, just like, not with like a hawk, but just there's nothing else to do really, so I was watching periodically people coming out of the store, and the amount of people wearing masks, period, was crazy. Almost every single person. But the amount of people that took them off as soon as they got out of the store and did it improperly too is just, it's mind-boggling. They would take it off with one hand, so one hand would be over here, they would take it off, you know, over here, they would have it in their hand, and they would have it, like, you know, carrying it. So right there, everything that is on that mask is now on your hand. And then they would just shove it in their purse. Just like that. They wouldn't put it in another compartment or put it in a bag first that's just for the mask and then secure it airtight and then put it in your purse. Just went from the hand straight into the purse. They also didn't wash or sanitize their hands before taking the mask off, or after putting it into the purse. So, what is the point? Because now, everything that you have touched in the store that is on your hands is now on your mask. And everything that is on your mask is now on your hands. And then by putting it in the purse, everything that is both on your hands and the mask is now in the purse and touching everything in there. Now, because they didn't wash their hands or sanitize after putting it in the purse, everything they touch afterwards is again going to be contaminated. So you see the issue here. You're not helping anything. Even provided they wore the proper kind of mask, the best kind to wear, and they wore it properly. Say they did all of that. Just by doing the act of taking it off and having it in their hand, and then putting it in their purse, and not washing or whatever, anything, they've just undone all of what they had done in the store. So to make a mandatory face covering by law is just frustrating and annoying, considering that's what people do. And the thing is, it's not unnormal, it's not abnormal to do that. That's what most people that wear masks, that's what they do. And I don't get it. It's like they got their, information from the mainstream media, and that's it. I mean, it's a good thing that this new bylaw specifies that it has to fit properly, but whether people are actually going to enforce that is a different story. So, that's frustrating. Also, when even before the bylaw passed, people would take the mask off their face, off their nose at least, and just wear it below their nose. Or they would take it off, pull it down completely, so it was essentially resting under the chin. Not sure what the point of that is. And if you really needed to, if you really were going to take it off like that, why would you not just wash your hands, clean them, whatever, take the mask off, dispose of it, wash your hands again, clean them, however, and put a new one on, and then wash your hands again to disinfect after that. Instead of taking your contaminated hand that wherever it's been, pulling it down, so now you've touched the mask, everything that's outside the mask you've touched, and then you're going to touch whatever else. And then you're going to put it back on, and I don't get it. But that's what people have been doing for at least 2 months now. Just regularly. And it's normal because nobody is correcting them. So something else unrelated to the bylaw is it's the 6 feet thing. I don't get that. There's scientific proof that just by breathing, your breath particles, like air in your breath, the particles, they can travel 6 feet just by breathing. So why are we being told to stay 6 feet away is beyond me, because they can still travel 6 feet. If you are, say for instance, this 6 feet, if it can travel this far, why are you standing right here when it can travel there? And any other activities that require more force, like singing, coughing, sneezing, anything like that, it's been proven that the particles can reach up to 27 feet. So, not sure what the logic is with that, but so I'm sure y'all have seen the markings in stores. I'm not sure how many places have them in my area. There's almost every store has them. So if you do, you'd know that the arrows down the aisles tell you which direction to go, right? So if you're walking down one of the aisles, say you're going the proper way, and you only need to stop, say, a quarter of the way down the aisle, because that's what you need is there, and you need nothing else in that aisle. Would it not make sense to get the item and then turn around so that you're not contaminating the air or anything else further down that aisle that you don't need anyways? Because you've already come this far, you've already contaminated that stuff anyways. So just come back instead of going further to clean area. But no, you get yelled at for that too. So, I don't know. Oh, and also the whole glove situation, that was big when it first happened back in late March area. People wore gloves and whatnot. I'm not sure, like, ugh. The people, at least in my area, where they would wear gloves, most of them wore loose-fitting ones, which is the same problem with the coverings, the masks, whatever. Because if they're loose, they're not stopping anything from coming or going. There's still room for air, dirt, whatever, to get in there and get out of there. So I'm not sure what the point of that is, especially when you're going to touch a gazillion things and not change your gloves and wash your hands and put new ones on. You know, you're still contaminating stuff. You're just not getting your fingers dirty, visibly. But the glove itself is still contaminated. Then there is the issue of the exemption with... Did I mention that earlier? I'm not sure if I did. There's two exemptions for this bylaw. One is if you have a medical condition, and another is for children. I thought it was children under 2, but apparently it's children under 10, which, good. That's a good thing. But for the exemption for medical conditions, you don't need to provide proof. It is illegal to ask someone to provide proof of their medical condition. In my area, at least. So it leaves room for so many people that don't have issues to say they have issues to avoid wearing one, a mask, covering, whatever. I do understand, though, why they do it, to protect personal information kind of thing, so I get that. And I support it. However, it does leave room for people to abuse it. Which, honestly, I don't blame them for doing that, considering how ridiculous this is. But yeah, it still does leave room for that. So yeah. I think that exhausts all that I wanted to say about that. I don't know if I'll be going shopping much anymore. Considering, I mean, I can get in because I'm exempt, but having to go through all that crap and the judgment and whatnot, I don't know if I'll go. But I had a quick little subtopic here. I had my kid 2 years ago, right? I gained 38 pounds with pregnancy, and before pregnancy I was about 100 pounds. So, I'm curious to see how much y'all think I am now. So, here we go. My baby belly that I still have not lost. Working on it. Alright. So, obviously my scoliosis prevents me from doing a lot because I'm fused. So, my entire spine cannot move, cannot bend. I can twist. Yeah. So I try to do as much yoga I can and workouts as much as I can, but I'm greatly limited, so most of it is cardio up until the point where I can't breathe anymore because of that whole issue. But I do try to do as much as I can. But a lot of it is just diet. And I don't mean like diet as in like I'm dieting. I mean food, like healthy food. And water intake. Like drinking water is very important. Your body needs it. But yeah, I'm curious. So comments down below about anything really that I've talked about today. The whole face covering bylaw, if you want to. But I'm curious to see what you think about my weight, how much I weigh. So put y'all guesses down there and I'll reveal the answer next time. Bye!